tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the New Orleans Saints.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. What's next? 180. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Mike, what?
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Here's Mayfield. Ebron caught left side. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Check three. Regular. Alert. 50. Hey, echo. 56. Check, 56.
From the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
180.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now, this is just the 5th all-time meeting between the Texans and Saints here, taking place in Week 1. And they have split the previous 4 meetings. Of course, the Texans entering the league in 2002. But you would think that these two teams would have met more because the cities are only separated by 350 miles, I-10 connecting them. In fact, for New Orleans, Houston is the closest NFL city of any in the league. So it's kind of interesting that this is only the 5th time that they have met. The last time they got together, November of 2015, the Texans winning that one 24-6. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Mayfield now from the 50. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 33-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Working out of the gun, Mayfield gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. He got 29 yards that time. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Down. You ready? Mike by 4. You got nothing left.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases...
Ingram churning. He lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line.
First down, Houston.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And inches at the 35-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. to throw his car. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Pistol. Check. Check. Hey, alert!
They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Point it right. 53's mine.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. For Marshall, that's complete. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
15 more yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He was trying to hit his big receiver, Brandon Marshall. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one.
First down, Texans.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. They run. It's Mark Ingram. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Carr completes it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Throwing now is Carr. They go screen. This is Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 17 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3.
Mayfield down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing his car on third down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big gain of 38 there on third down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack on first down, Carr. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On the draw, this is Ingram. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And taken right at the 35. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because it really...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Carr to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. On play action, now Carr. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one.
And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's Ingram trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Carr going to throw. The throw taken in by Cole. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
16 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
Monday, down. 180. Silver.
On play action, it's Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Looking for his big receiver, Marshall. This is caught at the 20. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now they face the holding penalty. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On first down, it's Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Mayfield. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. 3rd down here.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Watch the run. Watch
regular. 37. Check 37. Regular.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Randy Gregory drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. Taking it about the 36. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
just like that.
From the gun, Mayfield. Ebron with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Run.
Kill.
Regular.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Jones shoves him away. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his big target, Brandon Marshall, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr. And that's complete to Brown. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. And he loses the football a 2nd time. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Carr. Boy, stays up. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Carr. And John Brown's got it complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Mark Ingram unable to get past the marker. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
180. Check. Alert, 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 alert. Here we are.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Again, it's Jones, and an alley to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Eric Ebron there to make the grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And finding Keelan Cole. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Carr. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. To throw his Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Khalil Mack make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first